According to Einstein, gravity is not a force, but it was initially unclear why it occurs in the absence of apparent gravitational forces. Special relativity theory tells us that time is not the same for all across the whole universe. Different observers feel different times at different places. So, how is this possible? Good day to all of you. We are Group 10 and we will tackle Einstein's theories of special and general relativity as we comprehend how they change our perspective on the universe. Together with my classmates, Trisha Telebrico, Lara Jerusalem, and Tupas Lee. Proceeding to Einstein's theory of special relativity. The special theory of relativity is an explanation of how speed affects mass, time, and space. It is based solely on the principles of consistency and the principle of constancy. These principles have that very interesting consequences if you are observing from the ground. While on the ground, you will find that an object's length shortens while moving, clocks run slowly while moving, and the mass of an object increases while moving. Einstein's proposed two postulates in an attempt to resolve the issue surrounding classical relativity. Number one is the laws of physics are the same for two observers moving at constant speed relative to one another. Number two is the speed of light in a vacuum is the same for all observers regardless of the motion of the source or the observer.
In time dilation, a consequence of special relativity is that in order for all observers to agree on the speed of light being the same, observers in different frames of reference will have to disagree about their measurements of time and distance. In time dilation, a stationary observer perceives time in different positions relative to a moving frame. For example, your friend can view your spaceship from Earth. What he will observe is different from what you will observe inside the spaceship. From your friend's reference point, light moves in a straight line from one corner to another, diagonal movement, with respect to the moving spaceship. Yet, inside the spaceship, you will view light moving vertically. Therefore, light moves at a longer time as observed by your friend.
Next is the length contraction. Length contraction is basically the length measured in the rest frame of the object. Suppose a spaceship is at rest in front of you. From the figure, you can conclude that as the speed increases, the length parallel to the direction of the motion decreases. Nothing happens to the perpendicular length. Length contraction is the apparent reduction in the size of an object as it travels in a speed approaching the speed of light. Einstein concluded that object appears smaller as a result of the construction of space.
Moving on to the next theory, which is theory of general relativity. Einstein's general theory of relativity is also called Einstein's geometric theory of relativity. He maintained that gravitational interaction does not come from gravity. He explained that the interaction is between a mass and the time-space geometry where the mass is located.
This theory has two key postulates. First is laws of nature appear the same for observers in any frame of reference, whether accelerating or not. Second, a gravitational field near a point is indistinguishable from an accelerated frame in the absence of gravity's effects. Einstein pictures gravity as a wrapping of the space-time structure due to the pressure of body of matter. The body nearly experiences an attractive force as a result of distortion in the space-time structure.
Ernst Mach's 1883 work, The Science of Mechanics, critiqued Newton's idea of an absolute frame of reference, proposing instead that local physical laws are influenced by the universe's large-scale structure, particularly relative to fixed stars. Einstein later interpreted this as Mach's principle, suggesting that the presence of other bodies determines the inertial properties of an object. However, Mach's principle lacks a quantitative physical theory explaining how the distribution of matter produces this effect.
The principle of the principle of equivalence states that the effect of gravity and acceleration on an object is essentially the same. This implies that experiment outcomes remain consistent regardless of the apparatus speed. Scientists have tested this principle by looking for variation in dimensionless fundamental constants like the fine structure constant.
According to the principle of general covariance, coordinate systems remain consistent regardless of motion. This principle is central to general relativity, which describes gravitational interaction as manifestations of the curvature of spacement, and it provides a unified description of gravity and acceleration.
The correspondence principle applies to both quantum and relativistic mechanics. Einstein's special theory of relativity conforms to it by reverting to classical mechanics at low velocities, and general relativity should reduce to special relativity for inertial frames and resemble Newton's gravitation in a weak fields and slow speeds.
The principle of minimal gravitational coupling in general relativity states that the total Lagrangian consists of two parts, one for pre-gravitational fields and another for external source. Field is curved space-time. This means no term explicitly containing the curvature of space-time are added in transitioning from special to general relativity.
The general theory of relativity predicted the existence of gravitational waves. Some of the consequence of the theory is that time is altered by gravity. A clock in the presence of gravity runs slower than when there is no gravity. Evidence of the theory is the very slight shift in the orbit of Mercury.
The differences between the Newtonian and the Einsteinian concepts of gravity become significant only in regions where the escape velocity approaches the speed of light. The properties of extraordinary dense collapsed stars can be explained by the general theory of relativity. Black holes, as they are called, are very dense that the escape velocity exceeds that of light.
Einstein's theories of special and general relativity revolutionized our understanding of the universe. They introduced concepts like time dilation, showing that the time can pass differently for observers moving at different speeds.
General relativity expanded this, describing gravity not as a force but as the curvature of spacetime caused by mass and energy. These theories transformed our perception of space, time, and gravity, laying the groundwork for modern cosmology and our understanding of the universe structure and evolution. Here it ends our presentation. Thank you for listening.